Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is a special edition of well, it's not a special edition. It's just me and Vendetta's here as well. But what we're hoping that my co-host will be joining us eventually during this program. But Victor is sick. I tweeted out his Twitter account so you can give him all the well wishes and everything. But we came on because last week was. Well, it was what it was. It was a bad stream. We don't even know if it got recorded and all of that stuff. But we're here now, and we've got a lot going on in esports in this past week. And we have a new feature that we're going to try out and hope that it works. Because the camera shots will fall as they may. We don't know how it's going to work. But yeah, we've got a lot to do. And Ven, what do you say we start talking about? I guess the Frankfurt Major. Does that sound good? As I wait to see the show chat, and she's calling it up. I will put this up here. You can see it now. Basically, the Frankfurt Major was one of the new 4 major tournaments that Dota has. They started it this year with this one. The group stage, it was a 16-team tournament. 8 teams were invited. 8 teams qualified. The group stage worked like this. It's a GSL format, which basically is 5 games in each group. For example, match 1 would be between A and B. Match 2, C and D. The winners of the matches would face off in a winners match. The loser would face off in an elimination match. The winner of the winners match obviously goes to the upper bracket. The loser of the losers match goes to the elimination bracket. And the loser of the winners match versus the winner of the elimination match face off in a deciding best of 1 to see who goes to the upper bracket and who drops to the lower. This was history making this year. If you scroll down a little bit there, then you will actually be able to see the teams, and we'll see the bracket as well. There you see all the teams on the screen. Go on down to the bracket. Yeah. And you see the group stage results there. That will be important in just a second. Before we talk about the upper bracket, I want to talk about the lower bracket because that's where the major news is in this tournament. OG was formed in September. This tournament was in November. Actually, no, it was the 9th. Yeah, that's the 9th. That is September. Yeah. So basically a month leading in to this tournament, the team was formed. Look at the records in that lower bracket. They only dropped 3 maps, 3 games, the entire way, and had to go through 5 best of 3s and a best of 5. Oh, and the first lower bracket best of 1. And on the final day, they had to do a best of 3 and a best of 5. That had never been done in the history of Dota 2. So that was amazing. And they knocked off powerhouses. eHome, CDEC, Virtus Pro out of Russia. Fnatic, even. Team Evil Geniuses, the TI5 champions. These guys beat. I actually have some video footage here, hopefully. Pray to God this works. Of that grand final. So let's check this out. Will it play? Is it playing? I can get the link. We might have to do it this way. I guess we can't play the videos in a live hangout. Oh well. But here's the video. We have a workaround. It's a 12-minute video. This is the draft phase. For those who don't know how the draft phase works, it's basically you can ban 5 heroes and you pick 5 heroes. So each game is 20 heroes out of the pool. And we can't hear the audio, but that's fine. We'll just talk over this and we'll cut out of it when we feel like it. But this is highlights from the first game. And I've played Dota in the past. I ain't good at it. And there's only 3 champions that I play. I go Sniper, Viper, Tidehunter, and occasionally for fun I'll play Techies. But that's about it. And this, because the games were in Frankfurt, Germany, the time zones were really screwed up. I think that's enough of this one, Ben. I'll take the camera back and I'll try to get you the next link. Assuming I can here. Copy link address. I will paste it in. But yeah, because of the way the time zones were, I was planning on staying up to watch. I was planning on staying up to watch the final, right? The final day of the tournament. Because I figured they would go into it quickly. I would be able to watch at least one game of the first best of 3 before I went to bed. I went to bed and they were still in the pre-game stage. I turn it on my tablet where I can listen to it while I sleep and whatnot. Go to bed. I wake up at 9 in the morning, and they're in the grand final series. So you know it was a long day. And I think they started at, I don't even know what time they started local time, but still, that's just insane. Anyway, folks, that was the Frankfurt Major. That's the first of the 4 majors that Dota 2 will have now. The other majors is going to be the Shanghai Major. That's in March. And then we don't know when the Spring Major is going to be. And the International is going to be later on in 2016, which is their World Championships. Going on to another thing that's going on right now, and we'll get into League of Legends in a little bit, but Smite's Super Regionals, as you see on the screen right now. We're just showing, highlights of stuff from that. It was a great tournament. Actually, it's still going on right now. My boys TSM, everyone knows I'm a TSM fan. They went out in the quarterfinals, 3-1 to Enemy Esports. Enemy made it to the semifinals and beat Envious 3-2. And they're going up against Cloud9, who beat Cognitive Gaming 3-0, and Team Eager 3-2. They're playing right now as we speak in a best-of-5 match. I don't know how that's going. But Team Eager placed 3rd against Envious. So there is that. And on the European side, London Conspiracy beat Titan 3-1. Paradigm beat Team Dignitas 3-2. In the semifinals, in a best-of-5, Epsilon beat London Conspiracy 3-0, as did Paradigm beating Fnatic 3-0. Epsilon and Paradigm met in the best-of-5 final. Paradigm won that 3-2. And London Conspiracy beat Fnatic 2-1 for the 3rd place match there. As we were doing the prep for this show, and there's a little more Smite there. I mean, Smite is a great game. And I know we're kind of battling through this right now, but I apologize if the show sucks today, but we're trying. And as you can see here, it's a great game. The controls just like an MMO, but it's a MOBA. I don't personally play this map when I play Smite. I tend to play the arena mode or the mode of the day. Mode of the day is what I normally do. But that's just me, and but as we're going to the
I can see that being the potential with.
oh my god, it's actually working now, I think. So let me just I'm going to try talking over this. I don't know if it's working. I don't know what's being shown on the podcast side, but this is the ARAM, which is an all random thing from League of Legends, and this happened yesterday at IEM San Jose. Mark Cuban was playing. We'll let this play a little bit, and I'll show the audio. I'm just going to mute the audio and talk over it because, well, I'm not going to play much of this. In fact, I'm going to actually move forward on the broadcast. Hold on. Here we go. Got some gameplay here. So it's pretty cool. Mark Cuban, from what I could tell, did well in it, but I want to talk about the games that were happening today. So, Van, if you could pull up the IEM League of Legends one, and I could kind of talk over that. So, yes, there was a game that had gone on as we were on the air, and that was Origin versus Team Solo Mid in the semifinals. The semifinals were a best of 3. Now, yesterday, Team Solo Mid and their new roster, which only had 4 days of prep for this, they basically 2-0'd a Chinese team who made it pretty far in the world championships, LGD Gaming. Can you scroll down a little bit more there, Ben? Yeah, there we go. There's the bracket. And pretty soon, they might even be playing right now, I don't know, Jin Air Green Wings out of Korea versus CLG for the other final spot to face Origin in a best of 5 match. And of course, Mark Cuban's team beat the Intel CEO to win the ARAM match, which they do just for fun. And then if you go to the Counter-Strike one, then I can actually kind of talk over that if we want. There we go. Now, yeah, in San Jose, they had 2 different esports going on at the same time, as they usually do at these IEM things. CSGO and League of Legends. There are the 8 teams that were invited, although Team Envious was invited, but because of the terror attacks that happened in Paris, they declined to come, and CLG was invited instead. They're getting ready to the finals there, and G2 and TSM are playing right now currently, and it's tied at 1 game apiece, or 1 map apiece, I think they call it. And TSM's currently leading 10-5 in the final map. Then after that, it'll be Navi and Team Liquid. The winners will meet in the finals in like 5 hours, apparently. See, if you click the little eye things, then go ahead and click one of those. The little circles with an eye in it. That tells you the results of the match. And if you click the one that's going right now, it tells you what they've actually done. And I think Red Side is counter-terrorist, and that one's coming up in 57 minutes. But yeah, I think Red Side is terrorist and blue is counter-terrorist. I don't know. That's why I'm assuming it is. But I could be wrong. The prize pool for the League of Legends side of IEM is $500,000, and for the CS:GO side, it's $125,000. So that's not too bad or money-wise. And I urge you, if you've never watched an esport, check it out. It's really awesome. Don't listen to old stupid Colin Cowherd. He knows nothing. But yes, ladies and gentlemen. Ven, is there anything you want to talk about while we're here and doing this? Is there anything you want to add to the program? Because I will be your voice. And everything. All right, not really. Oh, we might have something here. So hold on 1 second. Oh, there is a new Tristana skin coming out for League of Legends. As she grabs the link, I will call her camera up. And apparently Enemy is down 1-0 in the NA Super Regional Final. Late word coming from Twitter. And TSM advances to the finals, winning 2-1 in CSGO. This late word brought to you by... Now as we look at this, a Dragon Trainer Tristana. Now I have to say, Riot has come out with some cool skins for their game. And they come out with cool things in general. I'm going to go on a little personal rant here, if I may, if you'll indulge me, folks. I enjoyed playing League of Legends when I played it. Here's a video of the skin. And as it's playing, I'll say this. I had fun playing it. I had fun playing with friends. But the community has made me not want to play League of Legends again. I am fine with the occasional Smite, Dota, Heroes of the Storm even, which is my new favorite MOBA when I want to do a MOBA. Even though it's not technically one, but that's neither here nor there. To me personally, even though I had fun playing with friends and everything, it just... I don't need the aggravation. I was trying to learn Leona in a game with 3 friends and a team builder, no less, which means you're supposed to know what's going on and be a team. You are anyway, but it's just that mode. And I get called literally cancer. I knew at that point I would not be able to play it because I have enough aggravation in my life. I don't need aggravation from that. That's just my little mini rant on League. Don't begrudge people for playing it. You can play it if you want. I enjoy watching it. I just can't play it because of that. That's just a little personal mini Nick rant. And I know I touched on it at the beginning of the podcast, but I'm going to say it now. Victor, who normally would join us, he's not feeling well. I wish him the best. I hope he feels better. And when he does, maybe next week he'll be on with me again. And we'll do this. Again, we might do Wildstar. I don't know what we'll do, but it's called planning, folks. That is what we do around here anyway. I gotta say, as I'm watching this gameplay of the Tristana skin, it's just simply stinking cute. If you go over to Surrender at 20, you'll be able to find news on League of Legends and what they're coming out with and everything like that. It is really great. It is a great resource, and it's one I still visit even though I don't play League. But that's just how it goes, and the voiceover, we won't be able to hear the voiceover, but you get to see the cool art. And I know the podcast a little disjointed today with just me, but it is what you get because we've missed a few weeks because it's chaotic and on my end and Victor's end, we haven't been able to get together, but we're doing it today. And if the show sucks, we're sorry. We'll try to do better the next time. I'm going to, and before we end the show, I'm going to say this. If you're in the Roseville or Sacramento area even, and you can make it to A1 Comics in Roseville, it's just next to the Wiener Schnitzel. And I'm going to I'm going to put the camera back on me for a second. If you're at the A1 Comics in Roseville, and you can make it out there, say hi to us. Me and Wayne are usually at a table playing games, and we welcome people join in with us because I have envisioned a secondary component to this podcast. It's playing board games in a public access TV studio with like a 3-camera shooter or whatnot, and hopefully being entertaining and sitting in on a play session with us and watching. You'll know where I am. You'll know where we are because you'll see this. As much as I tried to get it out of the camera shot, I couldn't get it out of the camera shot. So that AM/PM mug in a big blue duffel bag. Oh, and one more thing, if I can set this. You have to bear with me on this, folks. I have Magic of the Gathering Arena of the Planeswalkers. You'll see this bag on a table two that we have because I set all the games out and everything. But come say hi to us. Not shy. We like having people. And you can help shape the podcast. Simple as that, folks. Then, unless you have anything to add in now, I think we'll close this. Because I can't think of anything to add. So let me just confirm. All right. Folks, that's going to do it for today. On behalf of Vendetta, who was our webpage puller upper, all around help and everything. Excuse me. As well as our behind the scenes help, as we have somebody behind the scenes who is helping and for some reason couldn't make it on today, which is fine. It happens. I get it. Real life happens and internet troubles are a thing. But we thank you for watching this. Go back and watch our past VODs. I put a link in the description of this for our Discord chat room. You can always follow us in there. There are people in there. And hopefully we'll get more traffic and people can chat and stuff, but you're more than welcome to join us there. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, goodbye, everybody.